I gotta say, when I see you there on the reviewing table, my mind does wander. I think about all the great times we've had together. Shooting in the sun, in that wide open desert, in those stupid drills I make. Hundreds and hundreds of rounds fired. I love hearing the plink. I like the reloading process. What fond memories we share together. I do long to repeat them, to make more memories with you. I do. No, I'm not talking about this gun. Well, kind of. I'm talking about a long-lost crew member in the project, y'all. The Smith & Wesson TRR8 is back. Tactical Doodle had stolen it from me. For years it was gone. It's back. And yeah, he put some wear and tear on it. This thing is thumped. It's a user piece. It's a tool. A-okay by me. Yeah. Also a crew member. Scandium frame, 8-shot, 357 combat revolver. Love this thing. Go watch my review posted many years ago here in the project. TRR8. Are they still making it? I think so. The R8 maybe. But I like this one. Has a Picatinny piece. You can run a light on it. We've ran a lot of drills with it. Yes, it is a fun gun to shoot. Yes, lots of memories. Of course, I'm messing around in the intro. You guys thought I was talking about this, right? Well, kind of. This is also fun to shoot, of course. All good AR-15s are. But no, I'm specifically talking about this one, a TRR8. So happy to see you, my friend. Let's get going. Another fun GRV, hopefully informative GRV on the first ever fully polymer AR-15 reviewed in the project, y'all. Yeah, I have waited a bit because there were some crappy ones. And so I wanted the technology to improve, and I found a place to source this one for test and review. And I thought, what the hey? Let's go out and shoot it. Let's run and gun with it. Let's see what it does. And here we are, tabletop review time, Nutnfancy project on the ATI Omni Hybrid Max AR15. Another long name, overly long. Maybe I just call it the Omni Hybrid. How's that? The Omni Hybrid. Now, it is fully polymer in the sense that it has a poly lower, poly upper. Everything that needs to be metal is metal. It has reinforcements in the poly receivers, of course. We may break into it to look in it. Maybe we don't. I'll go over the specifics briefly, as quick as I can actually in this GRV, because I'm freaking tired. I've been working for you guys so much today. I'm getting wore out. The upside is this will be a mostly positive GRV. Mostly positive. I'll just break the suspense right there. And I'm happy to report that because there's been some fails going on. Holy crap. Watch all the gun reviews. Join my TMP Patreon feed. They'll always break first there. Eventually, they'll break on the main channel. I'm just talking the gun review content. We also have knife, watch content, adventure content. You really just got to subscribe to everything. B channel, the Nutnfancy Project, you should subscribe to that. Of course, this channel, Nutnfancy, on YouTube, and then my Patreon feed. Or whatever other donation service I may use in the future. Here we go. The good part of this, and this is really good on the Omni, is that it's super lightweight. I say light and everything all the time, right? How's this catch you? 6 pounds. 6 pounds naked. Now, I forget if that's with a magazine in it, magazine out. I forget. A lightweight magazine like this is 3 to 4 ounces. A GI aluminum is 4 ounces. So we'll just call it 6 pounds. That's a thumbs up from Nutnfancy. There you go. So it gets the weight issue correct. That's good. Another thing it gets correct is very low price on the ATI Omni Hybrid Max. And I would recommend you go buy it at Handgun Haven. They were the loaners for this piece. Round of applause. Thank you, Adam at Handgun Haven, an associated gun store with the Nutnfancy Project at this point. Really appreciate you guys. So I checked it out via 4473. They don't pay me. I don't pay them. This is unpaid sponsorship. None of that's going on here. All it is a completely pure process. But there you go. He has a few on his shelf. Does he have them now? I don't really know because I'm filming this during the pandemic and a lot of things are sold out. Ammo's hard to find in common calibers, 9mm, 5.56, 308. AR-15s are sold out in a lot of locations. You know what happens. I mean, when this stuff kicks off, people get scared. They've been procrastinating, hoping to get this gun, this ammo, and then lo and behold, they rush out and get it. I don't know. I don't know what availability will look like. Hopefully, if you like this review, you can find it at Handgun Haven. If not, go try Gunny's, the Great American Gun Store. Also associated, very much appreciated as well in the project. So it gets the weight right, 6 pounds. I know you guys can put together very, very lightweight ARs using your own components, but this is a factory-produced AR. It's going to have a factory warranty. It's put together. You don't have to do nothing to it. And did I mention it's pretty affordable? Yes, I did. It's very affordable. The street is going to be insanely affordable. So all that's great, the lightweight, the affordability, but if it shoots like crap, who cares, right? Who cares? Philosophy of use as we get started here with my standard talking points. Standard, right? You guys know what AR-15s are for. You know all that. I don't have to go all over it. But the low price of this one may make it interesting as a loaner gun for a neighborhood patrol. If and when, heaven forbid, that ever needs to happen to maintain security, peace, protect life and property in your neck of the woods. Being so affordable, maybe you can buy one or two. Have it for family members, have it for friends, or maybe you use it as a primary firearm. If it's good enough, we'll visit that. Other than that, standard for an AR-15. Okay? Features. Poly lower, poly upper, steel reinforcements. Maybe we break into it. 6-position collapsible stock. No surprise there. I still like these, by the way. I do see them making a comeback as people just get tired of putting on stuff. I'm one of those people, by the way. I'm raising my hand here. I'm one of those people. I'm tired of retrofitting everything, spending money, spending time. It's exhausting. And a 6-position collapsible stock has been used on the military's M4 forever, and guys like it. Wiggles around a little bit. Who cares? Simple, lightweight, functional, works. There you go. Standard castle nut. And it does have a sling loop plate on it. That's a big surprise, actually. I don't see standard AR-15s with that. This right here. So you can put a single point sling on there. And with an AR-15 this lightweight, I think it would be functional. I think it would be good. Standard AR-15 features here. So we've got a forward assist, unnecessary, but it's there. Notice the deflection portion of the upper receiver is different since it's made of polymer. Molded, of course. Standard AR-15 there. Standard magazine release, safety, all that's standard. We do have an enlarged trigger guard here. I really love how Omni did that. I should say ATI did that. Really cool. Since this is a molded receiver, you can't really retrofit it with anything else. Right? So it's really good they did that, as opposed to going with like a straight run right here. A2 grip on this. Those are fine. I mean, I've always said and maintained they are completely functional. They're lightweight. Yeah, they have that silly little finger groove thing right there. Deal with that. I do. I would not replace it on this value AR-15. Okay, I know a lot of you guys already have really high-end ARs, or you've built your own to your own specifications. Thumbs up for me. I like that. But this is a value point AR. You might want to think about just leaving it. Flared magwell. Pretty much like a forged lower. It maintains a lot of the same features, of course. Right? This is a Lancer mag. I love Lancer mags. I'll put a link below. Hopefully they're available. I know they've been selling like crazy. I love this magazine. The Lancer mags are fantastic. The clear, the smoke color one's fantastic. And it's a great pairing with this lightweight AR-15, right? Gated magazine release right here. I did mention that, I think. And then we go on to this side. Standard AR-15, pretty much. Yeah, it's me standing in the bunker for another awkward end to the review. Sorry, the video you're watching is pretty much done in YouTube. Yeah, you just had that teaser, and to watch the rest of it, I humbly ask you go to my YouTube account. The whole video will be posted there, right? And hopefully you have an account over there, Pro2A, Pro Freedom, Pro 1A, YouTube.com. That's where the Nutnfancy project has been for a while. And we need to get away from YouTube. Come on. You know the score. We need to wean ourselves off of YouTube completely. And this is one way I'm going to try to bring you over to that other platform. I hope you do join me over there. And we create a community over there, just like we did in the old days of TMP. But it takes a lot of people to make that effective. Tens of thousands, hopefully hundreds of thousands. So that platform can strengthen, so it can monetize, because monetization for YouTube will be huge, and attracting other content creators, having it become self-sustaining, starts with you. Now, if you're a donor, you don't have to put up with this. You're going to see the video in its entirety in my donation environment. You never have to watch just a trailer and then go click over to YouTube. The donation link is below. It's Patreon still for now. Who knows what it will hold in the future. But I ask that you become a long-term donor, not a short-term. That doesn't really help me too much. And then always in the donation environment, you won't have these breaks. You'll have no ads, no breaks. You'll get full content flow, a video probably every 3 days. I work very, very hard for my donors, and there's a lot of fun content, adventures, GRVs, KRVs, WRVs, some moto content, some water content, and just the entire experience of the Nutnfancy projects, as you've seen. And we are morphing into new stuff, so be a donor. But if you don't, for whatever reason, want to be a donor, totally understand that. But this is going to be the process for videos that I already filmed, like this one. So I already filmed this before I knew I was going to crack it over to YouTube. And so you're going to have an abrupt ending, an awkward ending, and you're going to see this trailer with me here in the bunker, this exact video clip every time, humbly asking that you go to YouTube to watch the entire video. So over there, I'm going to post a video in its entirety, and I'm totally A-okay if you never even click on the gun reviews here on the A channel, for instance, here in YouTube. But we have to wean ourselves off YouTube. Come on now. I mean, I've had, with my gun content, I've had probably about 50 videos deleted, and political content too. If I included political content, maybe a little bit more than that they've just been nuked, and I didn't even know it. And I just went back in the catalog and I saw that this was removed from YouTube because they didn't like what was said there. And you're going to see that more and more with gun content as the Biden administration continues to clamp down and the Kamala Harris administration continues to clamp down. It may become illegal. I don't know. Well, I'm going to keep posting gun content as long as I can, but I think the days are numbered here on YouTube. And I'll be honest, I'm disappointed how many people have come over to YouTube, because I do hear a lot of complaints from team peers that said, hey, I hate YouTube. I hate how they edit people. I hate how they shut you down politically. I mean, my concealed carry protocol was taken off. Part 1 was completely nuked by YouTube. They didn't like it. You say anything wrong, you cross horns with YouTube and you're done. So we have to go to the other platform. So subscribe to my YouTube account and my Gab account. That's what's primary right now. I do have some others as backups, but that's where my focus is. I cannot populate all the other content flows that I have as backups. I'm just too maxed out. So what you're going to see is some here in YouTube, some on the B channel, and then YouTube. And then I hope in the days to come that at least for gun content and any political content, it's going to be over to YouTube. I might do knife reviews, clothing reviews here, because, you know, more people are here on YouTube. I mean, the only reason I'm still on YouTube is because you are, really. So I hear a lot of complaints, but I don't see a lot of action to move from this platform. So I ask you to go over there. Again, if you're a donor, don't even worry about it. Just watch in the donation environment. And I may use a variety of hosting platforms for the content. It may be YouTube, maybe the B channel on YouTube. For donors, it doesn't really matter because they watch in the donation environment. They don't have to click over to YouTube or anything else. But if you're not a donor, you will have to. So in the future with new gun content, what you're going to see is I'll just do, in the middle of the review, I'll just say that's this portion. If you want to watch the rest, go to YouTube. And then in the years to come, I won't be using the A channel at all. Assuming you guys follow me over there. I mean, we needed like a couple 100,000. I got like 6,000 over there. So that means because of the votes I get that I'm staying in YouTube. I mean, I have to because I didn't have guys follow me. And I posted like the transition video, like a couple months ago. So we're going to have to keep going down this road. And I understand, making a new account, following, maybe it's a hassle. But I'll tell you, from myself, people I follow, if they say, hey, I'm going over here, I make an account like in 2 seconds. Salty Cracker is a perfect example. So he says, hey, I don't know if I'm going to stay. And he's a political commentator, really funny. You got to subscribe to him. And he goes, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be here on YouTube. So follow me to this platform, that platform. Every platform he told me to go to, I went to. Made an account, made an account, made an account. Why? Because I love his content. And I want to support him. And there's other creators too, like Kevin Samuels. I'll follow him. If he says, hey, I'm leaving YouTube, I'm going over to YouTube, I was like, roger that, I'm going to follow you. That's all I ask. Okay, so lots more fun content on the way. Lots already filmed again, so you're going to see this clip again. I'm so sorry, but that's just the way it is. I know you're busy. There's a lot of distractions in your life. I ask you that you just pause the video right now, go to YouTube, go over there, and I hope that one day, very soon, that I post all the gun content over there. Yeah, so some fun stuff. Thank you so much, at least for clicking on the video, for coming here. Make sure you subscribe. I guess still in here in YouTube while we're still here. And then also YouTube as well. Gab account, I do post there occasionally. Thanks so much. Lieutenant Colonel Nutnfancy, sorry for the abrupt transition. Got to be done. YouTube sucks. It's time to leave.